Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on Alibaba just several days ago on May the 3rd of this year, when the price of this asset was at $80.82, and my main assumption was that we might have this type of price action. We have to retest the range of resistance at $81.6. Then we might have a retracement, and somewhere lower we might have a trend reversal. And this trend reversal should happen potentially around their earnings report on May 14th. And let me show you that this is the actual price action of this asset, and we have quite similar price movement, but it has much less magnitude. As you can see, we have another movement to the upside, then we have a retracement, and for now we have this bounce. So quite similar price action, but does it mean that we are waiting for its major movement to the upside that will break the range of resistance? Guys, don't be in a hurry. Everything I will tell you in just several minutes in my technical analysis. And for now, let me remind you that I caught a lot of movements of this asset previously. The most recent call that was quite successful I made at this point when I predicted, let me show you like this, when I predicted its movement to the downside and the trend reversal. Definitely you can see that I was expecting a little bit lower price action, but in general the sentiment was crystal clear, and we had exactly the same price action. And previously I also made a lot of quite successful predictions back in the days, and this is not a coincidence, guys. If you know how to properly manage your position, if you know how to technically evaluate different assets, you can definitely be consistently profitable. And if you want to enhance your trading skills, if you want to know more about technical analysis, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, guys, for the first 100 subscribers I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, and it is the most lucrative offer for today's video, for now there is not so many people inside the Discord community. That is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you, and this means it is pretty much one-on-one training for the value of $450 a month, but for the fraction of this cost, for just $35 a month. And I think it is quite fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
So let's continue with the fundamental news. What news might be the catalyst for this asset for upcoming week? Definitely the most important one is their earnings report that will be published on May 14th before market open. And definitely this earnings report will tell you a lot, especially their guidance for upcoming quarters. And let me show you some details in regards to Alibaba. If you click on this tiny round icon, you can see that we have a couple of recent news directly related to Alibaba. One of them is this one. Alibaba unveils upgrades to Tianji Kanban large language model. And this news is related to their cloud computing unit. And I have to say that in general this news is quite bullish, but in my opinion it cannot be the major driver for this asset, because their cloud unit is not big enough compared to its main business, and that is why it might be only the sentiment for the upcoming, if it ever happens, upcoming spin-off to 6 different companies. On top of that, guys, if you click right here, you can see another quite interesting news. Alibaba's fourth quarter profit likely fell amid growth investment earnings preview. And here you can see what to expect. Let me quote you these 3 bullet points. E-commerce. Alibaba could narrow the gap between its gross merchandise value growth and China's outline retail sales growth for the March quarter, indicating that its investment spending is effective, Citi analysts led by Alicia Yap said in research note. The company's competitive pricing and user-centric approach likely helped its GMV in the latest quarter, CCB International analyst Kathy Chan said in a note. Next one, shareholder return. Alibaba is likely to increase its capital return to shareholders after repurchasing $4.8 billion of shares in the first 3 months of 2024. its second largest quarterly buyback on record. Morningstar analyst Chelsea Tam said in a note. She expects the company to focus on monetizing its non-core assets and increase the dividend payout ratio to 20%. And guys, you know that just recently they improved their program of repurchasing their own shares, and definitely it might also be very indicative catalyst for this asset for upcoming quarter. And the last but not least, lower earnings. Investors will be watching Alibaba's profit as the company steps up investments to drive growth. CCB's Chan said increased investment in user experience and the international e-commerce segment, cloud price cuts, and a one-off retention bonus following the cancelled Chinao IPO will likely lead to weaker profit and adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, and amortization. And guys, as you can see, it is quite mixed expectations, and definitely everything in regards to its upcoming price action will depend on the guidance, the upcoming guidance and the total sentiment for entire Chinese market. And I have to say that in general, I would say the crackdown potentially is over. And I think we might anticipate quite bullish quarter or quite bullish couple of quarters if the real estate crisis will not hit Chinese market again. And you know that just recently the Chinese real estate bubble started to burst, and definitely this is not the best news for the entire Chinese economy. That is why, guys, you have to be cautious, but let me pay attention to this update. You can see that at least one company updated their price target on Alibaba. They lowered the price target, but they set it again quite high. They lowered it by $1 and they set it at $113, which implies 38.54%. If you take a look right here, you can see that among 18 analysts, 15 suggest to buy, 3 to hold, and 0 to sell. And the consensus analyst price target is $104.49, which is still more than 31% of upside potential. And as you can see, the lowest price target at $80 is still a little bit higher than its current price. And this means, in my opinion, Alibaba is still quite bullish, but everything depends on its upcoming earnings report. And what to expect next from the technical standpoint, let me show you right now. And before we dive deep right here, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think this video is valuable for you. So guys, what to expect next? I have to say that it is extremely difficult to find out, to make a breakdown during this sideways movement. We clearly had several ranges of support and resistances, and I marked them back in the days. Guys, I didn't draw any new lines in between my videos. That is why everything is still on the price chart, and that is why you cannot expect any surprises from my technical analysis that I said this or I didn't say this. So let me show you, let me delete unnecessary tools, and let me show you what to expect next. Right here, as you can see, we clearly have only 2 waves out of potential 5 waves. And the most important part is this volume that is supporting this movement to the upside. It is quite indicative, and it is the highest, pretty much the highest volume since the beginning of February. And potentially it might be a bullish, quite bullish sign, and if this pivot holds, we might anticipate its next movement to the upside. And if, according to Elliott wave theory, if we might have another leg to the upside, we potentially might have, this is our first wave, second, third, fourth, and somewhere higher we might have a 5th wave. And guys, again, according to Elliott wave theory, third wave cannot be the shortest. And if you project, if you compare the length of the first wave with the length of the third one, you can see that the third wave hit only 78%, a bit higher than 78% of the length of the first wave. And as you can see, 1-to-1 extension would be at $83.26, but it didn't hit it. This means 5th wave if it happens, if this pivot holds, will not break. Let me show you again. If I pull the Fibonacci extensions or Fib extension tool from this bottom to this top and to the bottom of the retracement, this fifth wave shouldn't break $85.87. And if it breaks it, everything will be eliminated. This count will be eliminated. But most likely, we might see the fifth wave, the top of the fifth wave, somewhere in between $84.13 and probably $85 mark. I don't think that it might go higher. But first of all, guys, this asset shouldn't break this bottom. In this case, we will potentially establish quite different setup, and if it happens, I will do another update within the next couple of days. But for now, wait for the earnings report, and remember that when the price of a certain asset before the earnings moves higher, most likely right after the report, regardless of its results, it will go on the opposite direction, and vice versa. If the price of certain assets before earnings report moves lower, right after the report, regardless of its results, might have a trend reversal. And you have to keep this in mind. That is why, guys, be cautious and wait for the confirmation of certain trend. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.